Hello everyone and welcome back to Rebel Brick. Today I got in, it's another one of the Sluban military sets. This is actually a World War II German, boy, I'm going to mess this up. It's one of the German jet fighters. I don't remember the actual designation that they had for it. I really wish I remember. I just can't remember. I do remember it was an interesting design as they came out with it. As we're looking at it and that, it is actually pretty well put together. There's a couple spots here I was kind of nervous with. The landing gear before I put my engines on here, it wanted to kind of teeter back. But this does work out pretty good. The cockpit itself lifts up and out. As I do that, my landing gear is kind of folding on me. All right, so we actually have a individual in there, kind of nicely done. There is controls in here. Of course, there's it's not like today's modern day where we have all the computers and everything else, and switches and diodes and all that stuff. Of course, it's more of a Lego, so we just have a stick in here. We do have a spot in here for the arms. It is a little challenging getting the little guy out of here. Putting him in, I kind of had to push on the arms a little bit because these actually fold in a little bit. So as I'm trying to get them out, that is a little bit of an issue. This is their standard Sluban figure. Of course, you can twist the torso a little bit. Did come with the vest separate, so I did have to pop the arms off, put the arms back on in order to do that. Here's our goggles, and apparently I have the goggles upside down. I didn't realize that when I just put it together here. It is nice. We have a different color in here. This has different colored parts in here, so you have green and you have gray, so trying to find the parts, it's a little easier than when I was doing my last set where it was all the same shade green. That really made things a little difficult, especially when you have 3 different vehicles worth of parts sitting there and you're trying to figure out which one goes where. I'm just having a dickens of a time. I did not have that hard of a time getting them in there in the first go, but now I'm just having a dickens of a time here. Okay. Always when the camera's on, I get even worse. Okay. Probably I get a little bit more nervous when I do it in front of the camera because I'm afraid I'm going to mess up, and then of course I mess up. Okay. So looking at this, I'm guessing this is actually the extension of the cannon. We have the engines here. These aren't on overly firm because this side actually fell off. This is just on here. It's a 3x3 plate, and then these are on here. So if you have a kid that's doing this, that might be an issue that it pops off once in a while. This is actually snapped on, but then it's kind of bricked together here a little bit, so that does kind of help it. This itself has a little bit of a Technic piece in here. We have a rod that goes in, holds all this together, and then this anchors in. So that works out pretty good. The landing gear, seeing that I've been kind of messing with it here, these are using some minor Technic joints. They don't fold down as good as I really wish that they would. I guess I can kind of do that and angle them a little bit so it's a little flatter, and then I can have this. And of course this can be bent a little bit if you need it, or straightened out or whatever. I've got it bent a little bit so it can fold up. So when we're looking at it head on, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep it so that way it looks pretty decent for flight. But I mean, let's be honest, most of the time I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold these all the way out, more like this, to give it a little bit wider base, because it's just going to be sitting there, and I know me, I kind of bump into things. I'm kind of like a lumbering ox at times. That way it doesn't topple over. Seeing that it is a little bit weaker in that regards. This nose is just a little snap on right there, so I don't know if that would be an issue for anyone. The biggest thing for this though, this is $10. This is from Amazon. It was $10. So as far as that goes, it's very, very well priced for, I think, what you're getting. You know, I don't want to bash Lego, but Lego doesn't typically get you this much, this big of a vehicle for $10. There again, I think Lego might, you know, I don't want to bash Sluban. I'm not trying to bash Lego either way. I'm just trying to give an opinion. I don't know if Lego pays a little bit more for the people that come up with their sets. I just don't know. I don't know what they charge or what they pay their people. I couldn't tell you. I have no clue. I just know $10. This works pretty good. There is a part of me that would like to almost take these and put these back here, but unfortunately that means that this would always sit back like this. So I guess that's not going to work. I don't know. Kind of a thought that I could maybe modify this a little bit here or there or whatever else, but I probably won't because it really wouldn't work. I don't know where I'd put the engines outside of taking this off. This is just held on. We have some basic plates here and putting them back here, but I don't know. All in all, it is a pretty good model as far as doing it in a Lego sense or whatever. I don't know who else is doing these. Trying to see if it said anything about. I just can't remember the name of the jet. I want to say it's a Messerschmitt, but I can't remember what this was. I know I've watched plenty of historical stuff on the jets and all that stuff, but I just can't remember what it is offhand. But for what it is, for being $10, it's pretty darn slick as far as I'm concerned. I think it's worth $10 if it's something that strikes your fancy. And just, you know, go from there. Not everything is for everyone, and I understand that, but if you're looking for military sets or whatever, Sluban is making their own stuff. They're not trying to do a cheap knockoff of Lego. The fact that they're doing some of their own stuff or whatever, like doing this, and I know that they do some buildings and stuff like that too. The only things I've ever bought from them is I bought a couple of trucks, and one of them came with a truck stop and a couple of these military sets. So I don't have a overly big grouping of Sluban. I just know those couple little things that I just knew Lego was not making. So and for the price and that, to take a little chance on it and say, well, maybe not, you know, it seems like it's pretty good to me. So that's not a big concern. And I just go from there. So with that being said, thank you so very much for visiting today. I hope you have a wonderful day and keep bricking.